Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Purge SMP, but this is also going to be the final episode of the Purge SMP. As you can see, I am in creative, and yeah, this is what's happening. Here's my house. I loved building this house. I loved sharing the experience with you guys, but the Purge SMP has ended. It ended about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I just haven't really decided to make a video on it, but I feel like it's time that I decide to make a video on it now, which is what I'm doing. I do apologize, I am still sick at the time of recording this, and so yeah. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a rundown of what happened and how the Purge basically fell apart. So at the beginning of the week, during the week that this all went down, there was a lot of inactivity in the server. A lot of people weren't on, people weren't uploading, and the owners were starting to get fed up with this. Mostly WitchPaw, but I do understand his reasoning behind it because this is supposed to be a gaming community for YouTubers, content creators for YouTube that are not very large. At the same time, he knew that people just weren't playing on the server because they were still uploading other videos on their channel every week, and that they just weren't uploading Purge. Because of this, he basically wanted to make it mandatory for at least one upload per week. Some people did not agree with this, and then a couple of members actually decided to fight back on this. At this time, the other owner, PresHD, was not around. He was out doing stuff with family at the time, and he was not here for any of this discussion, and so he decided a little bit, we'll get into his side of this a little bit later, but what happened really was, a lot of the other members were like, alright, I want to see change. A lot of people wanted to see change. I'm not going to name names because I don't like doing that. You guys know who you are if you're watching this video, and I do feel like you helped in the closure of Purge and brought it down. But I'm hoping that doesn't really affect our friendships or anything. But other than that, they wanted to see change. So they opened applications, as you guys saw on Twitter, and when the applications opened, a bunch of people applied, and then that same day they decided to jump into applications. At the beginning of it, they were like, oh yeah, we're not going to just jump into applications and make rash decisions, which is exactly what happened when they started reviewing applications. Looks like some people have just been messing around at spawn. As you can see, this is how responsible people have been on Purge, just building towers and messing around and such. So this is really what led to its downfall. Look, even Fluffy's old shop has exploded. Like, this is ridiculous. Purge is actually just being griefed now, which is a little bit ridiculous if you ask me. The Purge server is still up, but it will probably go down. The payments are probably going to stop. Paragon, I believe, sponsored us and we were hosted through Creeper Host, so I'd like to thank both of those guys for supporting the Purge while it was a thing. We did really build a great community, and I have now joined another community, the Group 1, which you guys saw a video on the other day, and so that's something that I'm part of and something that I'm happy to be part of. It's with a bunch of great people, and I'm really grateful for them. So really what happened is a bunch of people got added to Purge. They were like, oh yeah, this is great, and then once that happened, they were like, the new members were like, oh, well, we want to do this, this, and this. And some of the new members basically acted like they were part of the Purge for like the longest time, which really, really bothered me the most, because I know that I was probably I considered myself still a new member, even though I've been here since June, which was only like 6 or 7 months, and I know that it still considers me as new, but at the same time, I feel like these guys that just joined were trying to take over the entire server like they own the place. And some other members also saw this, and then members started to leave. A lot of people were like, no, Purge has changed, Purge is no longer the same, I don't want to be here anymore, yada, yada, yada. And I respect those decisions. I should have made that decision as well, to be completely honest. I should have left the Purge when everybody else did, so that I didn't get caught in all the stuff and stress, because WitchPaw came to me to ask for my help because he didn't know what to do at the time because everybody had left, and like it was basically just me and him that were left from Purge, and then the new members. So then after all the new members joined, they're like, oh, it's not Purge anymore, and here's the kicker, I feel like a lot of them joined just to get the publicity of Purge. I didn't join to get the publicity of Purge. I joined because there were some really cool people that were on there, and I wanted to get to know them. I started to get to know them over TeamSpeak and stuff. They seem like really nice guys. They like the stuff that I do. They play the games that I play off of Minecraft and all that type of stuff. And so that's kind of how I made my way into Purge. What really bothered me, though, is that the second that all the main Purge members left, all the new members started to leave as well, which really bothered me because that means that they were only there because of the other people. I wanted to stay in Purge because I didn't want to see all the work that I put in here, like Spawn, my house, Prez's house, Gapless House, all of the places that I've built in this season. I don't want to see all that just go to waste. And that's kind of what looks like happened, and I'm kind of upset about that, but at the same time, I think it's better that Purge is over instead of being run by somebody else. The Purge SMP is a server and a server group that I'll always remember, and I hope that you guys always remember this group. I can always look back on it and look back at the good times that we had here. I only got to participate in one Purge night, but that was still a lot of fun. Even though I did have to leave early, which I also felt really bad about because I technically combat logged. But we already discussed that in another video, and at the end of it I said, you know what, I should have died, and I burned all of my stuff from Purge night that I had collected in a lava pool, and I showed you guys that in a video. So I'm hoping that this can fully close off Purge from my channel, that we won't have to really discuss this much more. I haven't decided yet whether I want to join another SMP or not yet. I don't know if I will or if I won't. It's not really decided yet if I will or not. But if I do, I'm looking for SMPs to join. But there is one that I think I've been offered to join. I'm not sure if the offer is still out there or not, but like, we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear, boys. I think that's really all I'm going to talk about in today's video. I just kind of want to let you guys know what happened to Purge, how it all ended, where all the drama started and all that, and how much I do respect all the members for leaving for the decisions that were made by some of the members that actually I think had caused the server to die. But we're not going to name names because that's not what I do here. So I just want to thank you guys all for watching this video. I know that this might sound a little bit hypocritical for me saying these types of things, but the rest of the video I just basically kind of want to fly around, show off the builds that I've done, show off the good times that we had on the server. One of the good times was just here at Spawn, seeing everybody build stuff, me creating Spawn, so on and so forth. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to run over to Gapless House, because Gapless House was something that I thought to me was really special that I built here on Purge, because I've never done a build like Gapless before. I've never tried to do a sort of like modernish theme, which is kind of what I felt like I was going for here, because it's got like the A-framed roof and all that, and it's got like the medieval theme to it as well. So I was really happy with how this house turned out, and Gapple, thank you so much for hiring me to come and do this for you. I had a blast building this house, so much fun building this house, and now it's just all gone to waste, and it looks like somebody has blown up his fish farm. This is why Purge ended, everybody, because the people that were brought into Purge were not mature enough. This is how immature a lot of the new members are, that they'll just go over in grief. And I feel like this would have happened if Purge continued. Like, Gapple was like, oh, if anybody messes with my fish farm, I'll kill you, like, in-game. And I feel like people wanted that. And so, yeah. And, yeah, that's just... I'm going to drop that there. So, yeah, this is Gapless House. I spent a good chunk of time working on this place. Really nice build. I really love how it came out. It looks super cool. He was really happy with it. I was really happy about it. And there was a little bit of an Easter egg in it. It had a little smiley face over here. Little smiley face right there. 2 eyes and a big mouth. So happy. But now I should probably change that to a little frowny face, because Purge is no longer a thing. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to stop by my place and then Prez's place, and I think that's all the building that I really had to do on Purge, which is kind of upsetting to say that I didn't get to do. I love building, especially vanilla building. I'm thinking of even bringing back the vanilla series for anybody that's interested in it. The vanilla series is something that I always did want to try and continue, but it really never happened. And when like Purge ended, I've been like, well, I don't know what I want to do. Should I go back to building just normal little things? Now this house, was something. Voice crack. Wow, dude, I'm having a lot of those today. Maybe it's because I'm still sick. This house was really awesome. He told me that he wanted like a little cottage, but he wanted it to be like super medieval. And that's exactly what I think. I think I hit this dead on for him, because he was absolutely in love with this house when I first built it for him. Like, it is so compact. It is nice. It's a nice, small, compact house, and it looks super cool. Like, you can look at it from any angle. Like, just look at it. It's got a beautiful bridge, nice dock, and it can go all the way around. Every angle that you look at it from, it's like, dude, that's a pretty nice little house. And even, like, I could see it from my house. Like, if I'm up in my tower sometimes, I can see it. Sometimes I come out here, and then I can be like, oh, look, yeah, there's President's house when I'm jumping around up here. And it just looks so cool from far away. Like, Fluffy's house is off in the distance, and then there's my house. My house was probably the biggest project for me here on Purge, and I will always remember me building it here. I have it on my build server, but this was honestly probably one of my coolest builds that I've actually made in Minecraft for, like, a house. Like, this is, like, my coolest house that I have ever built in Minecraft. So, putting it on the Purge server made it special for me, and yeah. So, I think that's really all I'm going to have to say for today. This is kind of just me saying goodbye, explaining what happened, saying goodbye to the Purge, and just ending it off there. This is the end. This is the end of the Purge SMP. I am probably one of the last members to post a single video on the Purge. This is probably the last video that'll ever be made on the Purge SMP, and nobody will ever hear about the Purge SMP probably ever again. So, guys, if you guys did enjoy today's video, if you guys are sad to see Purge go, let me know in the comment section below. I'm sad to see Purge go. I'm really sad that I'm probably not going to get to live in this house anymore. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say for today. I hope that cleared up some stuff for you guys. It cleared up a lot of stuff for me. Got some stuff off my shoulders that I've been wanting to get off. And yeah, so that's about it. That's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great one. Bye.